And that, folks, is my container of very dry pigeon peas. What I'm going to try to do is make soup, pigeon pea soup. Let's see how we go, eh? G'day, folks. Andy here from McDowell Manor. Will be I'm going to soak the pigeon peas in boiling water overnight. I have noticed they're a bit of a bugger to rehydrate, so it's about 3 o'clock I think in the afternoon we'll start them soaking. That'll give it a good extended soak before I want to use them. For those that don't know, that's what pigeon pea looks like. It's that series of little skinny trees there. They're relatively young ones. Hopefully you can see the bean pods hanging on it. I let them dry on the bush. Of course I forgot to do the video, didn't I? But I'll make up for it now. I'll put a link to the recipe in down below. You can see what's in there is carrot, onion, a whole lot of tomato, diced tomato, and a whole lot of garlic, and then some cumin, curry powder and thyme. And we're about to throw the lentils in and add some vegetable broth and stuff, but I'll come back and indicate what we're doing in a minute. So I've added the litre of vegetable stock. Now it says to add red pepper flakes. Guys, that's a really American kind of thing, and I wasn't sure what they meant, so I thought they probably mean chili. I will add a little bit of chili, but the other thing I added, because I thought it would help the flavour, is smoked paprika. So the changes so far to the recipe are really just the smoked paprika. And like I say, I have given you a link to the original website with the recipe. This is all about proof of concept. Can I actually use my dried pigeon peas the same way you use a lentil? So I tell a lie. The recipe says to use kale. I don't have kale. I don't like this stuff. I've got plenty of silver beet though, so I'm going to chop these up like celery and throw them in. And then in the last few minutes you chop up the leaf and you throw that in too. So that's what I'll be doing. Mine's getting a bit of added celery. Go figure. I also can't use their cooking time because that's for split lentils. So they say to cook it, boil it for 30 to 40 minutes. I'm going to boil it until my lentils, my pigeon peas or Tor Dahl, until that's nice and soft. And then I'll continue on. Now I can hear at this point in time, for those who aren't familiar with Bill and Val's channel, I'll put a link into them. I can hear Bill saying to Val, "See Val, I told you Andy couldn't stick to a damn recipe." Bill will also be very happy to know I'm back onto the homemade beer, Bill, which I'll follow up later with a homemade rum, because it's beer o'clock over here, which is 5 o'clock. So at 5 o'clock in the evening we call beer o'clock. There's no reason. There's no real reason. I guess that's when you finish work. So I'm just reducing this down now. I'll give it at least 40 minutes, I can tell that. I'll go till I like the consistency. How's that grab you? So you can see that's reduced quite a lot. And I'm actually quite happy with the taste of the liquid. So what I'm going to do now, I don't want it to reduce anymore. But I don't think the lentils are cooked, so I'm actually going to lid that up. And I'm going to continue to let it cook for a while, knowing now that it's not losing too much extra. So I pulled the pigeon pea out and it does seem quite soft, which is good. What I'm about to do now is throw that in, give it another 5 minutes with the lid on. No, I'm not, I'm lying. I'm actually going to take that over and partly blend it over there with that stick blender. And then I'll put the silver beet leaf in and give it another 5 minutes. Some folks will be thinking, what's wrong with Andy? Why is he off his game today? Well, here's the reason I'm off my game, folks. I'm actually trying to do about 16 things at once. But it looks Even off my game, it seems to be working, so cross your fingers, cross your legs, eh? Now, one of the reasons I really liked this recipe was that you part blend it, which I thought would help deal with the fact that a lot of my pigeon peas aren't split. Geez, it's nice and chunky, I tell you what. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to add the silver beet leaves, give it a few minutes on the stove, and she's ready to go. You can't probably see too well. That's lemon juice from our lemons here. Silver beets in. I'm going to do a splash of lemon juice and then give it a mix, and off she goes. Okay, now I did a sneaky taste test, and let me tell you, it's bloody good. But what I'm going to try and do, and I don't know if it will work, is I'll try and con the family into letting me video one or two of them while they try it for the very first time. I think it's fantabulous, and it has proved to me the pigeon peas are gold. They're gold. Gold for Australia. Okay, so I'm not allowed to put anybody on film, but Rosie made a comment that I thought was worth repeating. What did you say about the pot, Rosie?
I just asked if there was more in the pot.
It's a winner! It's a winner chicken dinner! Everyone, she's gone back again. She's gone back again! I'm telling you, this is the world's greatest lentil / pigeon pea recipe known to man. In other news, the final note is no alcohol was wasted in the making of this video.